Welcome back to another episode of Well Played, presented by The Skim. I'm Caroline Hendershot.
I'm Blake Morgan, and we're back in the studio.
And happy Women's History Month. No one can tell me that I'm wrong for the rest of the month.
Right.
That's how that
and
works.
It starts here right now, because I said she's not wrong.
So just remember that when you come for me later in the show.
Yeah.
I'm not wrong.
Then I'm not wrong.
Of course.
So we're always right on Well Played.
And welcome to our show.
Thank you for shouting out Women's History Month.
You're
I
welcome.
didn't forget, but I forgot to write into the script to shout it out.
That's okay, because I just make sure everybody knows that you're welcome for everything that we've done.
And we love women.
And we love women.
We do. We
Yeah.
love them so much.
Mm-hmm.
I'm kind of sick, so I'm going to try and keep my distance. I'm going to back it up.
Like sick or like sick?
I'm both, but
Okay.
mostly the latter.
Okay, that's fair.
So I'm a little tired today.
Understood.
And I had to call the fire department again last night.
Yeah, here's the thing. You know the meme where it's like, if I had a nickel every time Blake had to call the fire department, I'd have 2 nickels. It's not a lot, but it's kind of weird I'd have 2, right? That was me
Right,
this morning.
because
and then she called me a bitch for it.
No.
Yep.
No, I called you a bitch because you were like, what did you do? And I said, okay, the victim blaming at the beginning of Women's History Month is kind of crazy. Second, I didn't do anything. There was a fire downstairs that somebody brought outside and smothered, but there was smoke in my hallway.
Yeah.
And you should be so happy that I made it here today.
Oh, I'm
Because
so
I did
happy.
think, I was running down the stairs, I was covering my mouth and I was like, oh my God, like what am I going to do? What am I going to bring? My boyfriend brought his 2 guitars. I brought nothing. I brought a coat. And I was like, well, thank God I just bought State Farm's renter's insurance. Sponsor the pod, please.
I do have to say, though, that is very you coded.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean-
emergency happens, you bring yourself.
I kind of literally was just like, what am I have nothing really that valuable in here.
That's fair.
Except maybe like my journal, because I've been journaling since I was like 15. You know
that's
what I mean?
really cute.
Not in the same journal, but like I would be sad to lose that part of the
That's
journey.
fair. I think I'd have to bring, like, my jewelry box.
Not your dog. That should have been your first answer.
Obviously, the dog is... honestly, Millie caused the fire. Let's be honest.
With her tail.
Yes.
She's still growing into.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, we are so excited for this episode because we have the GOAT joining us. That is Dawn Staley. She talks to us about all things body confidence, coaching some of the greatest ballers of our generation, and she has some advice for Bam Adebayo on A'ja Wilson. So stick around for that because that was...
I really liked the advice.
She clocked him real fast, and I liked that. Okay, make sure you're also checking out our full-length video of this and every episode on YouTube. Just search Well Played by The Skim. Or if you prefer to listen, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever you listen to your podcasts. We're there. Find us. Call me, beat me if you want to reach me. Follow, like, subscribe, all the things.
Great call to action.
Thank you so much.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I have. Is that all you have?
That's all I got. You want to play the field?
I would love to.
We begin playing the field today with none
You just
other.
got so serious. I loved it. Sorry.
Well, it is serious.
I know.
okay?
It's very serious.
This isn't funny because Connor Storry made his SNL debut and Hudson Williams was there.
Well, okay, here's the thing. As soon as it was announced that he was hosting SNL, I know they make a large effort to do things separately, Connor and Hudson.
Right.
Are good friends, first name basis. But I was like, it will be a miss if Hudson Williams is not there. Like, he should be involved in some way, shape, or form.
Obviously.
Even if it's like a quick little cameo, which essentially it was.
It was a quick cameo.
And I loved it. And you know what I loved even more? The moment between them at the end of the show when Connor Storys was thanking everyone for like all their help, all their work, whatever. And everyone starts clapping, show's ending, and he's getting like a little emotional. You can see him take a deep breath.
As the credits are literally rolling over his face.
And Hudson gives him a little back rub, and I'm like, I love their friendship so much.
Well, it's so true because we haven't seen people really skyrocket to this level of fame in so long. So
and like that quickly.
Yeah, and we forget that like this is somebody's freaking dream. Like he is literally living his dream, you know? So it was really nice to see somebody appreciate that.
Yes.
You know
and
what
like
I mean?
appreciate like all the aspects of it. Yeah.
We got to talk about the moment that actually makes this a sports story.
The monologue. Yes, of course.
Monologue.
So it was great because Connor starts the monologue off the top of the show. And then, you know, he starts talking about how he plays a character in a hockey show and who other than Jack and Quinn Hughes pop up on either side of him. They start talking, you know, they're making some jokes, some innuendos in there. And then they were like, sorry, we haven't been able to catch your show. And Connor was like, man, I wish some hockey players watched our show. come in Megyn Kelly and Hilary Knight. And I was like, yes.
And everybody else was like, yes.
Yeah, and it was electric. It was perfect.
They were just screaming and yelling and crying and throwing up. Everybody.
Yes, of course.
All of them.
Everyone.
And they obviously used the opportunity to talk about the story from last week.
They had to.
About the men using the women's team as the butt of their joke. And Connor says, oh, wow, Hillary, Megyn, it's so cool. We're all here. And Hillary's like, yeah, it was just going to be us, but we thought we'd invite the guys too.
Yeah, and like give them their moment and whatever, which I loved it. I love a good poke fun at ourselves and at the joke.
Yeah, but you know what? I'm gonna be your too woke friend right now and be like, you know what? I'm just like, why we still are like cleaning up these boys' mess. You know what I mean? So I was like, I appreciate the humor, but I'm still not over this.
Blake is mad for them, and they're like, we're not mad, and Blake's like, I'm mad for you. I do like though that they got the louder round of applause, of course. And it was much just like whatever. But I also just appreciated that it was like, okay, you know, we've been hearing from the guys, we've been hearing from the girls, and we haven't had like a chance to see them all together. And that was like a nice moment of everyone kind of a united front.
We're gonna need some acting lessons though for the boys.
Oh,
that was scary.
Respectfully, I can tell you for a fact, because I overlapped with him at college, Quinn Hughes like didn't speak the first year I knew him. Like, I'm not kidding. The man is a very quiet soul. And some people are just like that.
Right.
But you know what? For what I knew of him, I thought it was a good job. So that says a lot. I'm just letting you know that. Like, the man literally, exclusive. I did not hear him utter a word his entire freshman year.
So you guys like cross paths?
Yeah.
That's so crazy.
Mm-hmm. The athlete circle at Michigan.
Of course.
Because, you know, rowers are athletes too. I loved the fact, though, that Hillary and Megyn gave Connor and Hudson like custom PWHL jerseys. That was really cute.
When are they going to pop up at a game, though?
No, truly. Well, they're like so busy these days. I'm like, yeah, I get it. Hudson's like in Milan every other day.
No, truly.
But
always with a cigarette behind his ear too.
Truly.
I can't wait till that's over.
No, I'm so here for it. I'm like eating it up. But I was kind of bummed because I was like, ugh, I wish the athletes were in more skits. Like I was like kind of fast forwarding because I obviously watched Sunday morning.
Wednesday morning.
Sorry. Sunday morning because I don't stay up that late, famously. And I was like fast forwarding, waiting for the athletes to pop up. And I was like, what the heck? Why weren't they in any more skits? And then I saw that I think it also Jack Hughes was playing in a game, but it was Megyn Kelly. She ended a game in Ottawa at 4:47 p.m. and then like arrived to Saturday Night Live set by like 10:30, 11 p.m. So for a 12 o'clock show. So it was like there was clearly no time.
There was zero time.
Yeah. They like, I'm surprised they even got them in the monologue.
Truly.
So, but yeah, A+. I loved it.
A friggin' plus. Other crazy things that we want to just touch on about Hillary Knight, because you brought these two to my attention.
This woman.
Well, we'll start with the fact that she played through the gold medal match with a torn MCL.
Casual.
I had a light sprain MCL, ACL injury. Could barely walk. And then you got her on ice?
Yep. On skates.
Torn MCL on ice. What the hell?
Tying the game to push it into overtime. Yeah, no big deal.
Wait, and not only that.
This was actually serial killer trait.
Well, yes. The thing that I was going to say is that she proposed on grates, which like, means
on a grate where there is holes. ample holes to drop a very expensive ring into.
Yes, but also knowing that she played through the game with a torn MCL, that also implies that she proposed on a torn MCL. Wait,
you're so right. Maybe that's why she was like half bent down.
I was wondering why. I was like, why are we not committing to the full meal?
Okay, that makes a lot of context. Okay, interesting. You know, I just have to say, for all the parties who are doing the proposing, why are we doing it in such precarious situations? For example, my husband, why did you do it on a beach? A lot of sand. A lot of sand. Given I'm really annoying and really stubborn, so it was probably the only place that like he got me and was like, I'm just gonna fucking do it here. I can't stand her.
Yeah, it's like, where are you gonna go? You're not running on that sand.
Can't boss me around. I'll say no.
And if you wanted to say no, you couldn't run.
No, correct.
You're gonna go to the ocean, or you're gonna run on this wonky sand?
Correct.
No.
Absolutely not.
Break an ankle.
So I don't know. I know there's a lot. I famously have not proposed. I know there's a lot that goes into it. Know that there's a lot of nerves. Let's just like check the ground real quick and be like, is this a good surface to do
Especially
it on?
For Hillary, because there were literally flat surfaces.
Like, it gives me anxiety thinking about it, really.
Next up on Playing the Field, we learn the origin story of both Trinity Rodman and Cameron Brink's relationship.
Yes.
So First, we had Trinity Rodman, who revealed in ESPN's new 3-part docuseries about the NWSL called The Final Third. She shares, the interviewer asked, how did you two meet, her and Ben Shelton? And instead of just sharing the story, she calls Ben to check with him, like the respectful queen she is, you know, whether or not she can share this story publicly. She's like, are we going with the TikTok thing? Which obviously that's the story we know.
Yes.
Breaking news. She actually said she slid into his DMs.
So I'm like, did she like slide in and then they were just like kind of online flirting for a couple minutes and then everyone was like, oh my God, the TikTok.
Right.
That's kind of
what I wanted where the documentary misses the mark is that they didn't show the receipts. You know what I mean? Like, send me that screenshot, Trinity.
No, like, what did you say?
Yeah.
Or like, just give me some follow-up questions.
Were you ever a slide into the DMer?
Absolutely
I am.
not. Oh, wow. With your current?
You were about to judge me, and you can't judge me because it's Women's History Month.
This is backfiring on me. No, I don't think I was ever a slide in the DMs. Unless it was like I literally remember complimenting an NFL player on like their...
That's not what I'm talking about.
They had
I'm
like
talking
a 30
about like
for 30 on their like mental health awareness. And I literally, that's the only time I think I, at least to my knowledge, maybe I like blacked out other DMs, like DM them being like, I really loved your documentary, blah, 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 blah. No response. It's fine.
That's not what we're talking about. We're not talking about telling boys that they did a good job. We're talking about trying to get in there.
No, I did not. But you know what I was really good at? Roster stalking. No one was better at roster stalking than I was in college.
Explain.
Okay, well, famously, if you go to a school where there is a large plethora of athletes, you sometimes don't know what team they're on. Guess what? I could clock a motherfucker 10 miles away. I would be able to, you obviously dead give away the backpack because everyone did it. Everyone wore them. If not, they usually wore some sort of gear. I could usually tell by the body frame, okay, what are we working with? Are you 10 feet tall? Basketball. Mm-hmm. Are we a little bit more built? You're probably playing football. I was able to clock them. And then I would like position myself in the class, in the lecture hall, to be able to read the tag on the backpack. And then I would then go onto the roster online and look them up.
And what was the purpose of this?
Just to see if I was interested. And then to find more pictures of them.
Oh, okay. So you were looking
see if they were like age appropriate.
Yes.
You know, the whole
shindig.
shindig.
You were looking for an eligible bachelor.
I was.
I see. Mm-hmm. I could always clock the lacrosse players because they had their little flow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
So yeah, not a DMer, but Cam Brink, she said that she actually shared the receipts as you so wished for, that Ben Felter, her fiance, slid into her email inbox saying with the title Attempting to Mingle, and the email said, hey Cameron, wanted to chat you up, but I think DMs are creepy. Not that an email is much better. So here's my number. And you know what? Fine. But like, I don't know how I would have responded to that. I don't know, because DMs have the connotation, so I would have been put off by that probably too. But then also like an email, I guess everyone has the same email format.
Well, he kind of circumvented, like, I don't know, because he does give his phone number at the end.
Yeah.
So she knows he's
balls in her court.
He's thinking this conversation's not going to carry out over email. She's going to see that number and she's going to text me.
Right. Okay. That's fair. You know what? That's probably the best way to do it.
Since he's good looking, I think she would probably.
Since they're engaged,
I would say she was probably.
It all worked out in the end, but it is sad that DMs are now going to be
they are.
Sorry, are the current like
vehicle
romance gesture instead of like love notes. Like, where's my love note?
Or like in Love Story that I'm watching right now on Hulu.
I can't get enough of it.
The bouquet of roses that JFK Jr. would send Carolyn Bessette.
Also,
Calvin Klein.
Yes, correct. And then she would send back slay until they were white orchids. But respectfully, those two actors, hottest people alive.
Yeah.
Can't get enough of them.
Sarah Pigeon.
She used to have brown hair.
Yes, I was going to say the same thing. And she is such a natural looking, not blonde.
Wait, say that one more time.
She's not naturally blonde.
Correct.
So, but she looks, and most times as brunette people,
you can clock the not blonde.
Not only that, it's just like, I think that if you have brunette hair, you shouldn't dye your hair blonde.
But she looks so good blonde.
She looks so good, so I'm like, okay,
I completely
agree.
I completely agree. She actually, I didn't even realize it was her because I watched The Wilds like many moons ago when it first came out. She's a main character in that show. I did not even know it was the same person.
Yeah.
I was so shook. And oh my God. And then at the Actor Awards, whatever the awards were that just happened, She top to bottom. Like, oh,
I wasn't
my
a
God.
fan of the pillowcase dress. I'm not gonna lie.
You were or were not?
Would not.
Oh,
would
I
not.
was.
I
But
just
only
said
on
would
her.
not.
But only on her because it only worked
And then
on
Paul
her.
Anthony Simon, obviously, so hot.
Yeah, I can't. And also, I think I heard that he was like about to give up acting or something, and then he like got this big break. It always works out like that.
Of course.
We should keep acting.
Okay. We should keep podcasting.
We should keep podcasting. God forbid it works out.
So we never talk about Formula One because all we know is that they go zoom zoom. Or
Zoom.
That's all I know.
That is all we know.
Okay. Correcting the record. All we know is that they go zoom zoom.
Zoom zoom.
But Charles LeClerc of Team
Charles
Ferrari.
LeClerc.
Yep. And he's also the number 5 racer in the
Actually,
F1 standings.
I think it's LeClerc.
Well, LeClerc.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry.
Of course.
Not to. I wasn't going to do that, but
I love
you
that
made
you
me.
do. I love that you do.
You
Thank
made
you.
me.
Thank you.
He got married to Alexandra Saint Mieux. Actually, it's pronounced Mieux.
Okay.
Even though there's an L.
No, I love that. Thank you.
Which means better in French, actually. Mieux.
Ooh, she's better than us.
Mm-hmm.
I can
Than
tell
him.
that by looking at her.
Right. So they got married and she got, oh my God, this dress. Perfectly. I need the number for her tailor.
Yeah, I just need the number for like her parents because like, hello, 911, your genetics are illegal.
Mm-hmm.
But I just have so many things. His Insta caption said civil wedding and then said
Well, no,
like
it said like part 1, right?
he had multiple Insta dumps, ma'am. His first Insta said civil wedding and then the next Insta said part 1 is done. Part 2 will be next year with all our close ones. Respectfully. In what fucking universe do you want to have 2 weddings? I didn't know peace for a year. And you want to extend that?
Well, here's the difference.
I understand. The rich and famous have someone to do a lot of those things for them. But the way that I did not know peace, I was thinking about my hair, my tan lines, my eyebrows, my acne, when my next facial, literally everything that I don't actually give a shit about typically. Way too much. God bless that woman. She doesn't seem to have any of those problems. Like she's actually perfect. But yeah, it was insane.
I guess my rebuttal to that is it was a choice, Caroline.
Like you're saying, getting.
It's all a choice.
Oh, totally.
You know what I mean?
Totally.
We bring it onto ourselves.
Yes, but the 2 weddings.
And also, I just thought it was funny how it was like part 1 is done, part 2 will be next year with all our close ones. So the people who are there, not close ones.
Correct. He's like, I have
they were
to
like
invite these. Their family.
C, D, E, F tier list. You know what I mean?
Yeah. They both looked really good. And I do have, a slight, preference, I guess, is the best way to put it, towards how he looked because he was wearing a tan suit. My beautiful groom was also wearing a tan suit. They looked so gorgeous when they got in their little zoom afterwards.
Can I say what the zoom was?
Bright red. Yes, go ahead.
1957 bright red Ferrari 250 Testarossa.
Did you happen to see how much it cost?
No.
Okay. Do you want to play a game? How much do you think the car is rumored to be?
Okay, it was in impeccable condition, fresh paint job. We're in Monaco. I'm going to say $600,000. Is that naive?
Yeah.
Because it's from 1957. $1.5 million.
Oh my God.
More?
Like so.
$3 million.
Okay, so I'm going to tell you because you're not getting any
Well, he probably
closer.
rented it, right?
I would assume they gave it to him because he's a driver for Ferrari.
Ferrari, yeah.
It is rumored to be 11 to 12 million, but some estimates have that specific model ranked as high as 30 to 40 million. So they went zoom at a very high price. I know.
My jaw.
600,000.
You're such a bitch.
You can't call me that. It's Women's History Month. God damn it.
I'm reclaiming the word for Women's History Month.
But then all this wedding talk. So they looked gorgeous. Excited to see what their next wedding will look like because I can't even imagine how can these two people
picturesque,
look
guys.
even better. But all this wedding talk then got me really pissed because LaRoche, Zendaya's longtime stylist, revealed at the Actor Awards on Sunday that Zendaya and Tom Holland have been married.
Privately.
Obviously.
And we didn't know.
We heard nothing about it. And respectfully, I understand that is your business and I have no right knowing it, but you're going to deprive me of Zendaya in a wedding dress?
Okay.
The woman could rock a fucking paper bag and you're going to deprive me of her in a wedding dress?
I know. Well, my favorite part was when you later texted Rachel and I a picture of the two of them and you're like, oh my God, like this picture from the wedding. And I'm like, babe, that's AI. Like, be fucking for real right now.
Okay, here's the thing. We've been over this. I am too naive to live in this day and age. Fuck AI. Like, I am gullible. Like, you can't do this to me. Come on.
I know, but we had also just been talking about like another fake AI picture.
I don't know. I fall for them literally every week. I'm like, did you see? And you're like, it was AI.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was scary. That was scary. It's okay, but even though we didn't see any pictures from the real ceremony, we're going to see her get fake married to Robert Pattinson in April.
Okay, right.
I'm going to the theater for that one.
The theater.
The theater.
I don't know the premise of that.
Wait.
Yes,
toxic,
I do. I did see
ready.
I saw the preview and it looks a little crazy. I'm into it as well. I want to see that. Final playing the field story. The biggest bragger on the face of the planet, who now I have beef with, Harry Styles, because this sir shared on an episode of Royal Court with Brittany Broski that he was advised to get used to peeing on himself. Brittany started out her question with like, you run a lot of marathons. Then Harry said, 2 is not a lot. Rude. Yes, it is. Speak for yourself.
Remember, she also ran 2 marathons.
Thank you, famously. Mm-hmm. And so he ran Tokyo and Berlin last year.
Yeah, and then she was like, have you ever peed on yourself? And he said, you know what? I actually didn't need to pee really during either of them. Brag.
Yeah, like a rude brag at that. Mm-hmm. Because I can only remember being so uncomfortably hydrated in the sense like, you know, when you're like drink a lot of water, you're like full.
Yeah.
Like your stomach, running on a stomach that feels full is not fun.
No.
But you have to be hydrated.
Do you remember peeing during the marathon? Like, did you stop?
I only remember, did I do that in New York? I can't remember. I definitely remember stopping once at like mile 8. And being pissed about it the whole time because because I was like, my time.
Right. Well, you don't stop the watch for that.
Please.
That would be really embarrassing.
So for real.
I'm sorry if you stopped your watch when you stopped to pee during your marathon, but I don't think you're supposed to do that.
Respectfully, that's cheating.
Just go by the chip time, babes. It's fine.
Come on.
Everyone needs to pee.
Yeah, everyone needs to pee. So I have beef with him, which is great. But So
you're not going to be listening to his new album that's coming out this week?
No. Because he said, so I actually never practiced peeing on myself, but he said I've done it in the past, but not while running. Yeah. I know. Let that sink in for a minute. Okay, sure.
Say more, Harry.
So, but I will be listening to his album because it's called Kiss All the Time, Disco Occasionally.
And you love to kiss all the time.
And took the words out of my mouth. Famously, kissing is shaking hands.
I feel like you're kiss all the time. I'm disco occasionally.
You're so right about
my
that.
God.
This album was made for us. Harry, you shouldn't have.
Yeah,
that was so sweet of you.
Eliminated. Beef eliminated.
Yeah, beef resolved.
Gone.
Thank you so much. Okay, let's move on to Le Football.
Yeah, let's talk about the combine because we actually did get a comment about the fact that this person was like, oh, I'm not going to be able to watch, so I'm really looking forward to your recap. So, and I'm looking forward to your recap too.
Slay.
So all I know is that it took place in Indianapolis.
Yes.
Lucas Oil Stadium.
Yes, ma'am.
There were some records maybe broken.
Yes, lots of them.
So tell us what the combine is first.
So
real quick.
From the top, let me just preface, like it's very overwhelming, the draft in general, because there's just a lot of new names that people have not learned yet. So I'm going to narrow it down to a select amount. Yes, ma'am?
I know one because Brenda Song said it last week.
Say it.
Caleb Downs.
Yes. Good girl. So proud.
Ohio State.
Yeah. So I will try to narrow it down as much as I can, but I'm going to give you a few.
Okay.
Now, the combine, you have to think of it as like, did you ever do the pacer test in gym?
Yes.
Think of it as the pacer test, but the outcome has like legit messes with like your future. Like it has legitimate implications on your future career.
Oh my God.
I know. Makes you view the pacer test a lot differently, doesn't it?
Makes me view the NFL a lot differently. Like, shit, I didn't realize it was that pressure intense.
Yeah. So, like, a lot of players will wrap their college season and then switch up their training entirely to literally just train for the combine. Because while a lot of scouts and GMs, like, they obviously go, they're looking at the testing, but they're also, like, they've watched tape on these guys.
Yeah.
And, like, that's obviously what they're more so looking for. But if you are, you know, a little bit more under the radar and you have an insane combine performance, eyes go to you. So that is like a big thing. So essentially, like, you get weighed, measured. They measure your arm length, your hand size, your height. Yeah, totally. I mean, mine too. And then you also get physically tested. So there's the 40-yard dash, bench press, 3-cone drill, shuttles, vertical jump, broad jump, and then specific position drills. So one thing, someone's hands always get talked about. I actually haven't heard that this year, but like Joe Burrow famously had like really small hands for a quarterback. Like it was a big deal. And they were like, he's not going to be good in the NFL. It's too small of hands. And it's like
the fixation on the hands.
I know, it's too much.
It's
too much. Also, you do like interview with teams, which I think is a big reason why head coaches and GMs like to go to the combine, because you get that like one-on-one in-person interaction. And you can kind of ask them any question in the book.
They're like, who's your celebrity crush?
Exactly. Those are the types of questions they're asking. So the average 40-yard dash time, just to preface this, was the fastest at every position it's ever been, like this specific year, except for quarterbacks, which it was the second fastest it's ever been. So people are getting fast, okay? That's one thing to know. Now, names to know. I'm going to give you a few people that should be on your radar now because they've had very good combine performances. Fernando Mendoza, who we all know, won the Heisman, quarterback from Indiana. Yeah, he did not throw or work out. He was mostly just there for interviews.
Okay. Because we know what he can do already.
Exactly.
Okay.
And like he's going to go number 1 overall.
Yeah.
Now, linebacker Sonny Styles. He's from OSU. He had the best 40-yard dash among all linebackers in 2026. He had the best vertical jump of all time among linebackers. His broad jump was tied 4th all time among linebackers, and he actually has an older brother, Lorenzo, who plays safety. He ran the fastest time for safeties this year and the second fastest time overall this year. So the Styles brothers, very talented athletically. Their dad also
Sonny
played in the
Lorenzo.
NFL. Yes. Their mom was on like the broadcast for a clip and she was cracking me up. So the Styles brothers, keep your eyes on them.
Not related to Harry.
Famously not related to Harry. Unfortunately, much more athletic than Harry.
I do see a connection there in the future. I'm going to say it right now. They're going to get drafted, and then he's going to do Super Bowl show. Okay. And then the Styles brothers are going to unite on stage. We're going to find out they're all brothers.
Okay,
yes,
I love it. Now, wide receiver Brennan Thompson, he's from Mississippi State. He ran the fastest time this year for the 40-yard dash, a 4.26. Now, he was 0.05 off the combine record, which Xavier Worthy famously set. So he was Mr. Speedy on the 40-yard dash. Now, quarterback Taylon Green. That was a name that like not many people were tossing around before this, but he had a very good combine performance. He was the second fastest all time among quarterbacks in the 40-yard dash with a 4.36. Very speedy. Very, very speedy.
I can't even conceptualize. Like, I feel like I need, after we're done with this, we should go to a football field.
Absolutely not.
Okay.
Because it will be like 7 seconds.
Well, you can't.
And we'll be sad. Honestly, on a good day.
You've done that before?
No, I just know in my heart. I don't got a lot of fast twitch in there. And he was also the fastest quarterback of this class, obviously. Now his vertical 43.5 combine record among quarterbacks, and his 11.2 broad jump was a combine record among quarterbacks. So that is the type of quarterback that like wasn't getting a lot of talk, now raised his stock a lot from the combine. Then last two. Running back Jeremiah Love from Notre Dame. He's probably going to be the first running back off the board. He had the second best 40 among running backs. And then tight end Eli Stowers. He's from Vanderbilt. He had the best vertical of all time, combine record. His vertical of 45.5 inches is higher than these NBA stars' verticals. Okay?
God, here we go.
Dwayne Wade.
Wow.
Kobe Bryant. Rest in peace. LeBron James.
What?
Zion Williamson. And Ja Morant, just to name a few. Yeah, isn't that crazy?
And he's in freaking football?
Yeah.
Are you sure about this?
Yeah. So they're just going to like lob one up into the end zone for him.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. And then just some honorable mentions because these two are just like cutie pies in my heart. Texas A&M's wide receiver Casey Concepcion. He was bullied for a speech impediment growing up. And after some people online joked about like his interviews during the combine process, he spoke at the podium and he was like, I want to be a role model for those who might be scared to speak up. I stand with you. Angel boy. I love him.
Protect him.
I love him.
That's got to boost his stock, right?
He also did some very nice work on the field.
Okay, good.
Well. And then Iowa offensive lineman Jennings Dunker. Yes, that is his real name. Insane hair. He has this, not only this mullet, but a ginger mullet.
Guy.
And it is flowing beyond flowing. And I just, Head and Shoulders needs to get on that if they already have not.
Eyes are open for these brand deals.
Yeah.
For these boys.
Yeah. Let me be your agent. Just
Yes.
kidding. I know nothing. So yeah, I just thought like that is kind of the 30,000 view of like just who popped at the combine.
Okay, I like this. And then this all will culminate in the draft.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yeah, because obviously like these are, the tryouts for the draft per se.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Dance team auditions. Okay.
Exactly.
Got it.
Exactly.
Speaking my language. Mm-hmm. Speaking of the NFL instated a record-setting salary cap of $301,200,000 per team.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah.
I said that number right?
301,200,000. Yeah.
It's
a lot.
It's a lot.
It's a big
number.
number.
Was more just like I forgot how to say numbers there for a second.
It's okay. Don't we all?
Anyway, 301.2 million, put it that way, per team. And that number is up 45% since 2022.
It's up.
It's so up.
Yeah.
It's disgustingly up.
Yeah.
And it's so insane when you think about like the women's leagues.
Mm-hmm.
I was just thinking about like the NWSL and WNBA teams. So respectively, they both have salary caps of 3.3 million and 1.5 million per team. That is roughly 1% and 0.5% of the NFL salary cap.
Mm-hmm.
I have no words. And I know people will be like, okay, well, it's apples to oranges. You can't compare them,
correct.
which is true. It's true.
Correct,
I mean, like the NFL rakes in so much more money than these leagues are. But they are exploding leagues. And we can't pretend and we can't ignore that like they haven't seen record-setting attendance, record-setting expansion fees. You know what I mean? New media rights deals. So the reason why I bring them up is because I hope, and especially with the WNBA, we'll see very soon on like March 10th, this will only result in the higher salary cap for these women because they deserve it. And if they've done it over decades, why can't the girls, Yeah.
And like I know that you're not saying that those leagues should be paid $302 million for a salary cap. I know that.
Those words didn't come out of my mouth.
Because it's typically like obviously a salary cap is based off of a formula linked to league revenue and TV deals, and like football is king obviously on TV.
Mm-hmm.
But I think like the bigger part is like the revenue sharing. And obviously that's what the WNBA is going after in the new CBA. And I just saw a quick note that the WNBPA proposed a gross revenue share of 27.5% on all basketball-related income. The WNBA wants it to be 15%. NBA is currently like 56%, 51, sorry, not to over-exaggerate, 51%. And they just want 27.5. If the current NBA stars who I'm about to name, if we took their salary from 2024 to 2025 and used the 27.5% of the proposed revenue share, this is how much they would actually make. So Kevin Durant, who made $51.2 million, would only make $27.6. LeBron James, who made $48.7 million, would only make $26.3.
What?
I mean, again, only.
Oh,
please.
Yep.
And then Steph Curry, who made $55.8 million, would only make $30.1. It's just crazy.
It really puts in perspective.
Yeah.
My goodness.
Again, they shouldn't make the same. I know that. Stop coming for me. But like, it's just the revenue. And they're not even asking for 51%, which is crazy. Like, they're only asking for 27.5. I digress. Okay.
We shall see.
Yes, we shall. Okay. Also in NFL news, the NFLPA published report cards. I know everyone's going to be like, I thought they were done with them. I think they said like after this.
No, I think they got leaked.
Oh, really?
To ESPN.
Oh. Please. Then they're always going to get.
Yeah, right?
Then they're always going to get shown. Like, be so for real. Because I thought they said after, but either way, we saw them.
I went on their website and they weren't there.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
So either way, we saw them. And in the big news is, so nearly like 1,800 players rank their teams on a bunch of different things, from like travel to training staff to ownership. The must talk about point is Bengals last year were at an F in treatment of families. they went down to an F-, which isn't even a real grade.
It's not. It never has been.
What did you do?
What did you fucking do?
I need to know.
Well, that's the thing that's so annoying about this is that we can't know because since these were leaked,
I need to
ESPN
know.
only published like the actual grades for each category.
Not like the quotes and shit.
Yes,
like, yeah,
and
we had in the past.
That was so honestly fun to read last year.
It was
and
insightful.
Just enlightening, exactly.
I need to know what gave them an F-.
If the NFLPA just wants to give us one little tip as to why the Bengals went from F to F-.
If anyone wants to give me an anonymous DM,
we'll take a player.
Feel free.
Send it our way.
Because we did get some other DMs that were juicy.
We did.
That we'll discuss in a minute.
On to women's basketball.
Yes, ma'am.
Because we're entering that time of year where football's, done, and then it's also like going into the combine, draft, whatever. And then
it's a weird time of year because like March Madness hasn't fully started yet. Yeah.
NBA midseason, whatever, kind of boring. Women's college basketball, though, is heating the F up. And if we want to get even more specific, we'll talk about UConn.
UConn Huskies. Oh, sorry.
I did write to say something nice about Connecticut. Was that?
No, why don't you say something nice about Connecticut? I'm from there.
Well, I visited is it cheap to call out New Haven?
Yeah, it is. That's
I've only been there once.
That's a cop-out answer.
Well, aren't you glad that I've even stepped foot in Connecticut?
Don't disrespect my state like that. It's Women's History Month.
That actually makes no sense. Connecticut's a woman. You heard it here first.
Yeah. Well, obviously. Anyways, say something nice about Connecticut. It's Connecticut. You're welcome. And I like to shit on Connecticut. So there you go. The Husky women finished yet another undefeated regular season 31-0 after beating St. John's at Madison Square Garden Sunday night. It's the 11th time they're entering the postseason undefeated, thanks in part to the dynamic duo of Azzi Fudd and Sarah Strong.
What I was going to say is that I also wrote the Husky woman to see if you would read that, and you did.
Why was that bad?
Because it sounds like you're calling them Husky.
Well, you know what? That's fucked up of you to do to me because it's Women's History Month.
But it was a test. It was a test. But they are the Huskies.
They are the Huskies. Well, here's the thing
women.
though. I fucking hate when people are like, the lady husky. No.
Ew. Just call them Huskies.
Yeah, no. Okay, there it is. So anyways, yeah.
Ew.
The Husky women.
Yeah.
Positive
Azzi Fudd,
connotation.
Sarah Strong.
Yeah. They're crushing it right now. Both of them are on the Naismith Trophy watch list. Azzi's having her strongest season yet, and it's her final season, sad.
Crazy.
She's averaging 17.8 points per game, shooting 49.5%, 46.3 from three, and 94.9% from the free throw line.
That free throw number is crazy.
It's actually disgusting.
Yeah, because I was also I know I'm giving you the floor in a second to talk about Audie Crooks, but I was looking at her numbers, and hers are something like 70-something%, which is still really high, but like Azzi, man.
I know.
Crazy Azzi.
Crazy Azzi.
Yeah. But the last time a men's team went undefeated, like the Huskies was with the Gonzaga Bulldogs in 2021.
And they made a postseason run all the way to the Natty.
I do remember this.
Yeah. So we'll see if they can, complete the perfect run. The women.
Absolutely. I see here it says Azimuth breakup. What's Azimuth?
I don't know.
Did I write that?
I think you wrote that. Are you okay?
I think I meant to write like AZ Page breakup, but I was thinking of Naismith.
Azimuth.
And that's my bad.
And that's on investigative journalism. Yeah. Okay. So the floor is at first yours to talk about the feelings that you have been having with your sixth sense.
Okay. Well, first of all, I wanted to say that I didn't get to go to the Unrivaled game last night because I am still kind of sick. And I had an extreme FOMO the entire time, particularly when I saw Azzi in that coat.
She was serving.
And the hair and the sunglasses. I've never wanted to be a 23-year-old, 24. I don't even know how old she is. I've never wanted to be that young again in my life.
She was serving.
That said, the past couple months, I don't know what it's been, but I have been feeling like, we haven't really been seeing them together that much. And, I was just chalking it up to like Azzi was having her season, Paige was having her season.
Yeah,
but still, it's been a couple months and it's like we haven't really been seeing Paige.
Things have been quiet.
Yeah, we haven't seen her at any UConn games, I feel like. Not super, publicly at least. She's playing Unrivaled. And then I shared an Instagram story because WAG Talk posted, it was like, Azzi Fudd's the baddest courtside baddie that ever baddied. And I was like, that's so funny. Share it on my story. Got this DM from my friend. Crystal, and she
I was
said,
going to say anonymous.
it doesn't have to be anonymous. I think she'd like the shout out, honestly.
Okay.
Shout out, Crystal.
But if you do DM us something juicy, we will keep you
it can be anonymous. Just let me know. Just let me know. She said, heard they broke up. My friend and I were creepily watching her all night, and every time Paige scored, she did not clap / looked at her phone. Yeah.
I have to say something.
What?
When I saw her fit and her face card sideline, here's the thing, and I can say it because I've done it. That was a woman looking unbothered on purpose. She was dressed to the nines. She knew what she was doing. She looked damn good. Duh. You always look a little extra good when you're showing up in front of your ex. And then you sit there and you just sit there and you act like you don't give two shits.
But my thing is that if they were broken up, why would she come?
I don't know. What? You were just about to answer your own question.
No, I wasn't actually. I just know that she has a partnership with Geico, and I feel like there were. I saw in like Aaliyah's story yesterday.
Okay, so maybe there was something
she like had to be there.
She had to be there. I'm telling you, that woman she was putting on.
Yeah. And then my friend also said that Paige just like ran right to the locker room after the game.
Tea.
I'm nervous, guys.
Not that we're like rooting for this. That would never be the case. Because actually,
I just want their happiness, period.
Yeah. Pre-show, we were talking about like, it's sad because they were friends to lovers. And like, you never want that to then, you know.
Disappear.
The friendship at its core.
Yeah. Regardless, you just want them happy.
But that's on our radar. We clocked it. Mm-hmm. But I digress. Other than that, the tea or the potential tea, it was insane. It was a sold out crowd at Barclays, and there was more than 18,000 fans there. And some of the fans included Hillary Knight. She is on her media tour. Mm-hmm. Brittany Bowe, her fiance, Sue Bird, Kelly O'Hara, Alex Morgan, Jason Sudeikis, who literally shows up to every basketball game. I'm like, sir, aren't you filming Ted Lasso?
Sports.
Yeah, he shows up and shows out. So finals are Wednesday night between the Mist and the Phantom in Miami.
Hoops. That's it.
Hoops, man. No, it's actually not it, because I just have to talk about really quickly.
I think we've talked about her before, no?
Audie Crooks. She is the love of my life, and she has no idea I exist. She's just an absolute weapon on the basketball court. And she had what she called probably the best game of her year on Sunday against Kansas State. She scored 41 points. Just put the team on her back, which made this her fifth 40-point game, and it tied her with Brittany Griner for the most 40-point games in Big 12 history. She just like has really been popping off. She's a junior. She's been popping off the last 3 years, like every single year. And I don't think she gets enough love.
I mean,
like she should be a household name.
She should be. And she will be.
And respectfully, if you want to come on Well Played, I'd be so happy to have you.
She will be. She definitely will come on Well Played one day. I was going to say, like, I'm sad that she's a junior because I want her to join the WNBA already. If that's what she wants.
Oh, but only if that's what you want.
Yeah.
But no, I do agree. But yeah, I love her.
Or maybe we got to take a trip out to Iowa. That's where she plays.
They must come to New York,
Entering conference tournaments, though, UConn, UCLA, Texas, and South Carolina are the top 4 teams. And speaking of South Carolina, this is when we're going to throw it to our interview with Dawn Staley. She is the coach of their women's basketball team. Such a delight. Take a listen. We are so excited to have Coach Dawn Staley on the podcast. This has been a long, well-played dream of mine, personally. Welcome to Well Played, Dawn. How are you doing today?
Thank you. I'm doing great. Great name.
Thank you.
We're very excited to have you on because as I feel like you've probably heard before, many people call you just the GOAT of women's basketball, coaching women's basketball. I know you were a player as well. Does that ever get tiring to you of just kind of like hearing that all the time, or are you kind of unfazed by it at this point?
Yeah, I'm unfazed by it because it's a moment in sports, right? And we like to define moments in sports. And for me, I've been doing this for a long time, and I don't do it. I don't do it for moments. I do it for the love of the game. That's one. And then that love of the game has moved to being a dream merchant for young people. So I want them to be super successful. super like over the top successful. And I don't need anything. Like I've had so much success in my career that my cup runneth over. I want the players that I coach every day to 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 feel that type of success, but also put the work in that goes into to being successful.
I have a quick follow up because I feel like in spaces where there's only a limited amount of jobs, sometimes people can feel like not threatened, maybe is maybe the wrong word, but threatened of their job and not wanting to necessarily bring other people along with them as they kind of climb the mountain.
Yeah.
How have you approached that? Because what you just said essentially defies all of that.
Yeah, I do think when you've had a certain level of success, you don't want anybody to feel that. And I think for me and we're in a space of just just being super competitive, that you have to be the first and the only, and your success, over somebody's success is why we are in the game. And I really don't feel that. Like there's room for all of us to grow, to learn, to be successful. And if we're not helping other people, like if I'm not helping not even just younger people, like I help my friends that are in the sports, they help me. Like it's been a pay it forward type of thing for as long as I've been doing this. Even when I wasn't as successful as a coach, um, I wanted people to win. Even when we lost a SEC tournament championship, right, to one of my friends, and it was at the time one of the most watched games. And she drew up a play, a last second play. They executed. We lost, and I felt bad. I felt bad because we lost, and I wanted to win. But I'm like, that's sports. Like
Yeah.
I'm happy for her. I'm happy for her, although it was at my expense, at our expense. Um, Fortunately for us, we did come back and win a national championship that particular year. But it was a loss in which I pay homage to her and her ability to get her kids to perform at a high level, when when the probability of them winning was not as high, going into the game. So I like when things like that happen. I like when I've been the underdog.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, I think it's pretty cool. I think there should be more people that that will that will be more intentional about growing our game, growing our sports, growing women's sports.
Yeah. I mean, everything you're speaking to is just like the point of sports beyond just like the competition and winning games and all of that stuff. I do want to go back to when you were playing basketball. I read your memoir, Uncommon Favor. I know that you were a pretty shy kid. Talk about your own experience of championing your body confidence, because you are here, we forgot to mention, with Dove, which is doing a lot of work around championing body confidence in athletes, young women, that is separate from appearance. So like, tell us about young Dawn, and how sports played into developing your body confidence and turning you into the Dawn we know today.
Sometimes when you get a little bit older, like I am, you kind of forget about the days when you grew up, right? So I think partnering with Dove and this body confidence thing, like the guys I grew up with, they had harsh words for me growing up. And I don't know if it was just a test of them trying to, trying to see where I was as far as, was I serious about this, or are you just trying to get close to somebody that you like? Not, right? So it brings me back to reminiscing on what that looked like and felt like, and what that looked like and felt like to young people today. And I think I'm a very confident person. Um, and I believe I was really confident growing up, but I had to there was just different stages. In my household, my mother would not allow me to be anybody but who I was. Always head up no matter what was happening. Head up. Even though I was shy, um, I don't think I lacked confidence. I lacked um just I didn't really like to talk because I was the youngest growing up, the youngest of five, and you really couldn't get a word in. So I more took the back seat to my older siblings,
Mm-hmm.
and it doesn't mean that I wasn't confident because I could learn what confidence looks like in other people, and know that when it was my time to be confident or show that I was confident, I will be okay doing that. So it is through I young people call it. I ate those negative comments,
Yeah.
right? I just ate them, and it wasn't anything because I had a goal. I was very competitive, and I needed an outlet. And sports became my outlet. So I truly um, have played the game simply because one, I wanted to prove those guys wrong. So my joy and love for the game was much louder than any criticism that they could have ever given me. And I do think I coach from that. I really coach from that vantage point. And again, partnering with Dub really made me think and moving forward. Like they have a campaign called "The Game Is Ours."
Hmm.
I mean, how powerful is that? Like the game is ours. If I go and tell our players that, like right now, or in the midst of a game in which we're down 5 points,
Yeah.
we're in the fourth quarter, and I say the game is ours. Just gotta get back to your habits. Gotta get back to the habits that we played with all season long. You don't think they're gonna really want to run through the roof? They're gonna want to run through the roof because it exudes confidence, and I will say it very confidently because I believe in them. And that's what young people need is belief. If you believe in them, they'll you can instill the confidence that they need to not only win basketball games, but really win at life.
I love all of that. And I think for me, like a struggle that I had when I was a collegiate athlete, as close as I'll ever get to being athletic again, was kind of separating the confidence because I had belief in myself as an athlete, but it's almost like separating the confidence between like who you are and what you know you're capable of. And sometimes like that physical appearance, because I think for women especially, a lot of our confidence can come from our physical appearance. And my body
Yes.
changed so much when I was a collegiate athlete. Like I had muscles that I didn't even know were possible. Like, and so how do you kind of not only instill that in your players, but kind of separate the two?
Well, I do think they have to coexist. Um, really, while you're playing, you need it. Like, and I didn't like when I bulked up.
Yeah.
As I didn't like it. Like I wanted to look long and lean, not bulky, right?
Mm.
And and the bulk though helps you in the game, right?
Yeah.
It really does help you in the game. Game is bigger, stronger, faster, all of those things. And I actually just heard one of my players, Raven Johnson, talk about her arms and how she didn't like them, right? Because they look like a man, she says. I mean, if she's saying that to herself, no one's probably even mentioning it because she's so good. They overlook the fact that she looks a certain way because she's really good at it. And she overlooks the fact that it's helping her.
Yeah.
Like it helps her
Yeah.
situations. So I just told him I got more compliments when I had these guns and these shoulders fit, like more fit. Like I wish I could go back to that. Like I can't get it back.
I know.
I can't get it back like I had it, right? So I think my words to her, you look good.
Mm-hmm.
Like you look good. And they're useful. It's not like they're not useful. And it's just that. And then she'll look at me like, all right, I mean, you're right. Let's go. And it's those moments that we as coaches have with our players for them to just hurdle that moment.
Yeah.
If I said, "Oh, you do look like a man," you know how long she would hold on to that,
Yeah.
and she would probably repeat it to me, and she'll probably just continue to say it, and she have self conscious about it. When I probably won't hear it ever again. She probably won't even mention it ever again. So you got to meet those moments with as louder and stronger words that cause her to say she looked like a man.
Yeah.
But she doesn't. Like,
yeah, like shut it down before it kind of gets like
Shut
back
it down.
in their head. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
I used to tell, and I've actually used this on Blake too. I used to tell my teammates in college when they would say something like that, I'd be like, "Don't talk to my friend like that." And they'd be like, "Wait," and they'd be like taken aback. And then all of a sudden it'd be like came a thing on our team. It would be like anytime you heard someone saying negative things about themselves, their body, whatever, it was like, "No, that's my friend. You can't talk to her like that." It worked like a charm. So, like sometimes
it works.
yeah, you got to just kind of
works.
find a route to overcome it. Okay, so let's get to our lightning round. This is just first thing that pops into your head with these questions, and this is how we'll finish it out. So we're dying to know, what's your favorite sports movie of all time?
I mean, Love and Basketball is classic.
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 Okay, you are known for having a very robust sneaker collection. What is the status of your sneaker collection right now? Like, how many are we thinking? Hundreds, thousands, hundreds of thousands? And also, be honest, how many of them do you actually wear?
I mean, I probably have hundreds, like maybe, I don't know, 400 or 500.
Oh my gosh.
Right? How many do I wear? Probably 5% of them.
Yeah, no. I mean, there's just too many, like
What's the point of a collection too? You're a collector.
Let me just say this. I'm at an Under Armour school, right? But I'm a Nike athlete and have been for the past, I don't know, 30, 35 years, right? I can't wear my Nikes
true.
during the games until July 1st because we're becoming a Nike school.
Oh.
I'm wearing my collection. So if you ask me this next year, this time,
There's going to be a lot more.
Probably say half.
A lot more in the rotation.
Wow.
Okay.
We're bumping that up to 50%. Love that.
So everyone look out for the shoe game because it's about to skyrocket.
It's changing in a big way.
I'm about to bring out the prized ones too.
I love it. Okay, we can't wait for that. What woman athlete do you think everyone should have on their radar this year?
Wow. Any athlete?
Any female athlete, or you could do any athlete in general.
For us, I'm going to say Raymond Johnson for us.
Love it.
She's the point guard. She's been in our program for 5 years, and she really hasn't gotten her just due. And I think this is her year.
Oh, I'm excited.
Love this. Shout out to Raven Johnson. Okay. You famously have coached Asia Wilson in the past. Do you have any advice for Bam Adebayo when it comes to dealing or handling Miss Asia?
I do. Get closer with your relationship with God.
That's a good one.
You're going to need it. You're going to need it dealing with Asia.
You know what I love though is like they truly have like met their match with each other. Like they'll give the shit and they'll take the shit, but it's awesome.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Like it's beautiful. Like there's some love, and I'll take this from one of my friends and one of my former players. She used to say, "Don't love me like that," like because people do some crazy stuff for love.
Yeah.
She's like, "Don't love me like that, but love me like Bam loves Asia.
Oh,
Love me like Asia loves Bam."
Seriously. Amen to that. That is truly like goals.
Okay. Do you think the WNBA will start on time this season?
Absolutely.
This year?
Okay. Love
Absolutely.
it. Not even flinching. I love it. Good. We need that.
Yes.
We need that.
Uh-huh.
Okay. And last one. Who is one player, male or female, that you wish you could coach or could have coached? It could be past tense. And why?
Wow.
I know. Sorry. We're hitting you with the hard
Great
ones.
question.
Thank you.
Man, this is a tough question.
I know.
Caroline, you stumped her.
I know. We're not messing around here on Well Played.
I mean, like I've had the pleasure and honor of coaching probably the best of the best, because I coached an Olympic team, right? So I think I probably got the women covered,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say Kobe.
That's a great one. That's a good one.
I'm gonna say Kobe.
I feel like he was someone who taught, obviously, everyone something, no matter what kind of path they crossed with him, whether it was just like a friend or a coach or a fellow teammate. So that's the perfect answer.
And I think Kobe, because I do think you had to be somewhat of an asshole sometimes.
Yeah.
Right? Because you're trying to get people to play to your level. And how you go about doing that, sometimes you probably have to get in them a little bit. And sometimes you gotta bring it down to the level in which they will understand you. Because some players are just so head and shoulders above the people mentally. Like Kobe was probably mentally tough, like over the top, like the ultimate, like mental toughness. I can remember just a clip. I think Matt Barnes was taking the ball out of bounds. Kobe was guarding him, like right in front. Matt Barnes faked the ball at his face. He did not flinch. He didn't flinch at all.
It's the craziest clip.
The craziest clip, and that's that mentality, and it's really a thing. The mama back mentality is really a thing. So I would have loved to have been up close and personal with experience and all of that, and all the dynamics that come with that type of player.
Yeah, that would be such a privilege. Well, Dawn, thank you so much. You were amazing. We can't thank you enough. Where can people follow you, and also just make sure they're tuned in with South Carolina basketball?
You can follow me. I'm Dawn. People don't like Twitter too much. I like Twitter. So it's just my name, Dawn Staley.
Perfect.
Instagram is Staley05. TikTok, child, I don't even know what it is. I took my domain on TikTok, so I don't know if it's Dawn Staley05. I don't know what it is.
We'll find you.
We'll find you. It's not hard.
There's not too many things that I'm doing on TikTok.
Hey,
that's perfectly fine.
You know what? That's okay. But maybe when the shoe collection comes out, those will be the TikToks, you know?
Oh, okay.
There we got a content plan for you.
Exactly. All right. You are the best.
Dawn.
Thank you so much. I loved our like she's ours. I was going to say our GOAT's advice to Bam on how to handle Asia.
That has to be broadcasted.
No, copy paste, put it everywhere. Like front page of the New York Times, please, because that was hilarious. Okay, shall we send it?
Yeah, let's start with this really random story out of Turkey.
So random.
This Turkish soccer player stopped his match mid-game to give a seagull CPR. You did hear that correctly. It happened during an amateur soccer match in Turkey where the seagull got hit as the goalkeeper was just trying to clear a play. And if you watch Ted Lasso, like this scene really stuck with me because Danny Rojas accidentally kills a dog when he like kicks the ball. He's literally just trying to score a goal. He accidentally kills his dog with a soccer ball. But this story has a better ending because the Turkish captain ends up giving the bird CPR, and it literally just looks like a pillow. It's kind of a little graphic.
It's violent.
Because he's just like...
CPR is violent, though.
It is violent.
At its core.
It is violent. He's just like, his little feet are in the air.
Do you think he just got stunned? Like, you know, when the wind gets knocked out of
Right.
you and you like can't take a breath again?
I think so. I do think so. I think he needed help also getting on his right side.
Was just being dramatic.
You think he was being dramatic? He wanted attention?
Kind of.
Probably.
They do. Let's be honest.
They do.
They are attention seekers at their core.
You're so right. Especially
they're
in the summer.
stealing your food. They're squawking like nobody's business. Like, just be quiet and mind your business.
Right.
They can't.
They just couldn't help themselves in the middle of the soccer game.
I did ask, did they do mouth to mouth?
Like, also, like, not only once, like, I think I heard you twice because I don't think anyone heard you the first time. And she's like, but wait, guys, do you think they did mouth to mouth? I'm like, why are you being sick right now?
Well, because I was like...
Like, are you good?
I just like didn't, you know, when you're doing CPR on a human, you usually do mouth to mouth.
We don't even, do you think the normal person like knows how windpipes of birds work? Like,
no, but I just was wondering, do you think this guy just went full
no,
force
also
in?
I feel like no one really does mouth to mouth anymore. Like, somebody needs updated CPR
I've
training.
only watched CPR in the movies. I've never
No.
seen it live in person. Thank God.
I don't think we do that anymore because it's not sanitary.
Oh, please.
I'm serious.
Kissing is shaking hands.
It's not kissing. You're doing CPR, you sicko.
Okay. Anyways, so next up we have some stadium malfunctions that actually would have made me crash out. At the Pistons game, the arena horn. You know that really loud, obnoxious, like,
Yeah.
I can't stand it. It didn't stop for 12 and a half minutes straight. 12 and a half minutes.
possible?
Because of like a technical malfunction. So ESPN was like broadcasting through the whole thing. Literally like live in person being like, and I'm here by the actual like thing. And it's not going off. And
That person got fired. Whoever was the audio engineer that night, fired.
yeah, for sure. And then another technical malfunction. During overtime at a UConn and UMass hockey game, the lights literally went out during a breakaway. During a breakaway, the lights went out. They didn't call like a stoppage of play or anything.
Which is crazy.
And then the game ended out in a shootout and UMass won.
How did they not stop it?
I don't know.
That is an injustice. And if I were UConn,
I would have been thrown a fit.
I'd be in that ref's face.
Yeah, you betcha.
On my little skates.
On my little skates.
I'd be doing circles.
You betcha.
I'd be hitting an Alysa Liu, which is a perfect segue.
Okay.
Because we got a 4-for-1 deal
4
on
for one,
Alysa Liu Send It.
Holy shnikes.
Okay, we have 3 stories that I want to touch on. So
Mhm.
first, they're selling Alysa Liu wigs already. And I know
course they
this
are.
because the San Jose Shark wore one. The famous
mascots.
San Jose Shark,
These
who
mascots.
looks more like a dolphin.
Agreed.
We need
Agreed.
a full factory reset on this
Uh-huh.
costume. Dressed exactly like her at the game. Number 2, she revealed that her Olympic crush is Suni Lee.
Mm.
And that made me wonder, who is your Olympic crush?
From this past Winter Olympics, Eileen Gu. Or Michaela Shiffrin.
Okay, I'm taking Eileen Gu.
Rude.
I think that I
Why
would
can't
take
we
like a
share a
crossover
crush?
Chloe Kim, Eileen Gu.
Why can't we share a crush?
Because she's
Possessive
mine.
much?
This is me revealing I'm toxic.
Yeah.
I'm a jealous lover. I'm a jealous lover.
I mean, yeah, I like both of them. So if you need to be possessive, you can have Eileen, but I like her too.
Okay.
She's
My
really cool.
actually my
She's
London,
also just like way too mature for me.
my London Olympics crush was Tom Daley.
My
And he's
London
gay.
Olympics crush was my sister.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
But she does piss me off, don't get me wrong.
Right.
Yeah.
but she did that thing.
But she did do that
She
thing.
did do that thing.
So she gets kudos.
Want to go do the last 2?
Yes. So she also met Daniel Radcliffe at the Today Show.
Well, I almost met Daniel Radcliffe once.
When?
It was 2015.
The Lore with Blake.
I
guys.
was in New York City with my best friend Morgan.
Okay.
Shout out to you, Morgan. You'll remember this story greatly. We walked into an Urban Outfitters because that was what we did at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And then the workers were like, do you know who you just missed? And I was like, I don't know why my first thought was like, oh my God, there was a serial killer here that like is famous, that's on the run. And I was like, who? Like I got really scared. And they're like, Daniel Radcliffe. And we're like, no fucking way. So we go outside and we start running down the block because we see him getting into a cab. And so we were trying to catch him. He was with his girlfriend at the time. We're like, Daniel! And he gets into the cab.
Of course.
And they did show us the proof in the pudding. They took pictures with him
Oh.
just seconds before we got there.
That's sad.
I know.
That's
Why was
a
he in
bummer.
Urban Outfitters though? It's
That's
like a
good
little
question.
lowbrow for him.
Yeah. Maybe he was just trying to be a normie,
Yeah.
you know?
Anyway, the point is, Alysa Liu and I had the same reaction. We both freaked it.
I get it. He is very, you know,
Mhm.
freak worthy. She was also on Watch What Happens Live. They put her at the bar though, which is like kind of weird because
Weird.
it's jail.
It is jail.
And
the 2,
but also Connor Stories talked about her in SNL as well.
oh my God.
Yeah. He said like if that, I forget exactly how he phrased it, but like he said like you can still be good and be a little quirked up or something like that. And I was like,
She is quirked up.
She is.
She
but
wore Uggs to Watch What Happens Live. I loved it.
slay.
Uggs and like a sweatshirt and sweatpants.
Girl after my own heart.
Yeah.
She wants to be comfy.
Yeah. Andy Cohen was also looking good.
He has aged like fine.
He
Motherfucking
has.
mine.
He has.
Okay, what was your favorite?
You know, the seagull CPR really sparked some fun conversation.
It did.
And
It
it was just
did.
unique. You know, we don't hear stories like that all the
Would
time.
I be giving a sequel CPR?
No.
No.
I don't
Wouldn't
even like
catch me.
touching.
Sorry, PETA. Don't come for me.
Right.
But no, I would not.
No.
No, I'm afraid of like
I'm afraid of animals.
bird flu.
Like that. Yeah. Okay.
I don't even know if that's a real thing, but I'm
Well, it
just
is,
like,
but I don't know if it's in sequels.
I don't trust birds. Okay,
Yeah.
I don't trust them.
I don't like.
I think that's like an Italian thing. I swear to God, there's like some bad juju with birds or something.
Interesting.
My grandma was like never allowed us to put a picture of birds.
Whoa.
Yeah.
We should research
Grandma's
this.
very anti-birds.
Yeah, anti-bird. I just don't really mess with animals that aren't living in my house.
Or that aren't Millie,
Yeah.
because she's not living in your house.
Right.
But you mess with her.
Right. I mess with her.
Okay. Well, that's it for this ep. Anything else? Any closing remarks?
Happy Women's History Month.
Happy Women's History Month.
You're not wrong. If you're a woman and you're listening, you better tell everyone you're not wrong this month.
You can't be. It's
You can't
actually
be.
impossible. And on that note, thanks for listening to another episode of Well Played.
The only podcast in League of Its Own.
Okay, love you, mean it. Bye.